What's going on, guys? I'm gonna cover a lot of things in here, and as I made a similar video with the title of Bitcoin crashes every time around halving, okay, which had the most views and it was very useful. If you guys remember, I made lines for every halving we had from 2012, the first one, the second one in around 2016 and 2020, and I'm not gonna really cover this because I might go into it, but I'm gonna also go to USDT dominance that I have been mentioning, and I'm gonna tell you that what's gonna probably happen soon, and I'm gonna cover the Ichimoku cloud and where we will be heading probably, okay, and I'm gonna talk about bullish and bearish scenario. I had covered a little bit of it, but I see a little bit of changes in the chart. So make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification button if you appreciate this kind of content. So let's jump right into it. I told you guys that Bitcoin does not have to. It's not programmed only to crash before and we just keep going up after that. You guys can see it, okay? Nothing goes in a straight line, even downwards or upwards, okay? We need to understand about charts. All these charts, these are weekly charts, okay, from beginning of Bitcoin. It doesn't show like all the way from creation of Bitcoin, but it's pretty close, okay? You guys see that although we had a lot of straight lines, ups and downs for some weeks, but most of them we had to go up and down until we see a lot of price actions, okay? So let's go back down from actually let's start from 2020, okay? We're gonna cover a little bit and see how much retracement we had and what we should expect. Although none of these are financial advice, but although we might see something different because ETF changed Bitcoin's movement and hit all-time high, which we never had it before. And that's going to probably change it to the negative. It will impact the price negatively as well, okay? So it does not matter that it has to only affect Bitcoin in the positive way. So since we hit the all-time high already before halving, we might see a retracement even harder than before, okay? But let's not talk about macro perspective of the price, like kind of price prediction for now, but let's go to 2020 and see how much we still had retracement after halving, okay? So the halving we had, it was around 9th of May, I think, but it's weekly, so I'm gonna be close to it. So if you just get the ruler, and from this candle down to this level, it was not that much, it was only 12%, and we just got a lot of support and we started rallying. This was pretty good movement for Bitcoin, and we didn't see that much bearish scenario for Bitcoin, okay? Let me get rid of this. Okay, so let's go to the 2016, okay? 2016, you guys see that around this time we had, let me see, so 2016, 9th of July, we had our second halving, right? So I got close to it. So from here, after we had this halving, we went down from here to here, right? 31%, and I'm going to cover how much we have retraced so far. Some of you guys might know if you're a trader or you care about the price movements, but we're going to go back to right now the current price and see how much we have already retraced and what could be the scenario for bullish and bearish scenarios, okay? So I don't know why he keeps doing this, but anyways, we're gonna move down. So that was 31% almost, not significant, right? Not too much, which is normal, pretty normal. So in here you guys see that 2012, right? 2012 we did not even have any retracement, although I don't know why in my previous video I was covering that we had some. 28th of November, maybe I pointed at the wrong week, but this was, maybe move it. So this is 20. I had to only point at 26 because of the weekly chart. If I go to the next week, it's gonna jump too far. So the closest will be 26th of November, but the actual date was 28th of November, the first halving we had, right? So and the price was around there, was like $12, $13, right? But a lot of us did not know about that back then, right? So we did, you guys see that after the halving, all we went was not even significant enough. Like we did not even have any retracement if we actually start from here. So we had a little bit of retracement, but it was after the halving, after making higher highs, right? So this, we should not even count this, okay? But as I said, for ETF, I'm not trying to be biased here, but as I said, if I go to right now, the current price that we have for Bitcoin, okay, our halving was around 17th of, let me see, 2024. Yeah, it was April 19th. I thought it was 17, but doesn't matter. So around this, like 4 days more, right? And if we start calculating how much we have retraced from there, because we have already gone up before the halving, but we started retracing from here. And if you start getting the calculation on how many percent we have gone lower so far, the lowest point that we went to almost 56,600-ish, that was 15%, okay? So the scenario, the bearish scenario would be that we go down to here, okay, if we get out of this channel, and if we have to, this candle is gonna close today. Is gonna close in matter of, it's gonna close in almost 5 hours, okay? So in 5 hours, if we close this candle, we might, the next candle might still go higher to $63,000. But you guys need to remember, when we have all these red candles and a green one, and we have another red one, we might not even go higher than this, because we had this level close candle and the start of this candle, and we had these two candles closing around the same area, okay? If I make a line right now here, okay, right here, you guys can clearly see that this level around 63,200-ish is a very, very hard resistance. And if we close the weekly candle in 5 hours below this red line, that's going to be pretty bearish, okay? But as long as we have not gone below this white line, which if we go to daily chart, I can show you how important this is. So we had these three shadows that we had, another one, but we went lower. If you guys remember in one of my videos, I said even if there are a lot of liquidities waiting around 56, 57 to $58,000 area, and this closed candles was one of the reasons that I was telling you guys. And if you go to USDT dominance, I said that around this area, around this a yellow line, we might get a rejection around this area. And if I go back to daily for USDT dominance, I told you guys that this green candle, after having all these reds, one green and not some more reds, this area, you guys see that perfectly rejected USDT dominance. And if we go back to Bitcoin, you guys see that around this area we got support and we started rallying. But so far, I see that Bitcoin is not really doing great, because you guys see every time it goes higher, it goes straight back down, and you guys see that happen, right? It is slowly going higher, but I still see a lot of rejection, and my next area for support would be around $59,000. But usually, as I said, base rally, usually we can expect the top of this base be a good support, which is $60,000, which we see close to it. We got a little bit of support. But if we get rejected, the next area would be lowest point of base. So rally, base, rally. So the lowest point would be around almost $59,000 area. Okay, so Bitcoin needs to hold it around here. But even if it breaks down, we might get another support. I've had these lines for a while for the bullish scenario. But if we break down, guys, below this below support, and its below support is going to become resistance, as if you remember, I showed you guys this line. So another hope that we have, we need to get support around $57,000 to $58,000 area one more time. And if we break below, my next target would be almost $53,000. So if you appreciate this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe. Like the video right now and support the channel, please. YouTube only knows when you guys support the channel this way, by liking, sharing, and even commenting down below. Let me know about what you guys think about this scenario. Should we go lower, having another 30% or 20% down before going higher, or we're just gonna keep going higher? But I told you guys my macro perspective long time ago, that I told you guys the stock market is gonna probably retrace really hard, and we're gonna probably have a lot of inflations and recession that are coming. So for the politic reasons, they are trying to delay the recession, or they're just trying to show everything is fine. But none of these are financial advice. Do your own research. But let me know in the comment section, and I will be back soon. Peace.